trailing Cincinnati 13-12. Second down now, 2nd and 5 from the Memphis 44-yard line. Chad Plummer, the quarterback, on the play action fake. No, it is a give to Royal, and he's stacked up for perhaps a 2-yard gain, and I'm seeing punches being thrown down there by 3. Another big defensive stand here for the Tigers. Anthony Ladd, the wide receiver, along with Tate, wide to the left in a split backfield. And Plummer doesn't like what he sees and calls timeout.
Cincinnati, their fourth offense at 6-7-8-2-3-3-4.
Third down, 3rd and 3. Plummer back to pass, forced out of the pocket, airs it out deep, and it's nearly caught, incomplete, and they're going to call a flag, perhaps interference on the Tigers at the goal line.
Well, that's what it's going to be. Now, the referee that was in position elected not to make a call, but the one on the sideline did. Now, that looked like, well, it's a judgment call any way you look at it. It could have been incidental contact. The ball was in the air, both players going for it.
That is the call. It's interference. I think they're going to get leading Memphis 13-12. 14 minutes, 14 seconds to play in this one. Cincinnati in the I formation, split wide receivers. The ball is on the left hash mark. Plummer with a man in motion. Play action fake on a busted play. No, it's a give to Royal. Royal over the right side, follows his tackle for a 7-yard pickup to the 22-yard line. Second down now, 2nd and 6 from the 23. I formation for Plummer, Landon Smith, and Darrell Royal in the backfield. Here comes the blitz. And there's a fumble. The ball is on the turf. Who's got it?
This run number 36.
Our spotter, Tommy Bledsoe, says Cincinnati got it back, and it appears that they did. Yes, they did.
Oh, folks, I tell you, any of you defensive players out there, anytime, absolutely. I have known teams, the Denver Broncos used to coach that back in the days when their defense was so domineering, and it works.
Big third down play, 3rd and 6 from the 18. Plummer fires across the middle. It's caught for a first down inside the 15. Down to the 12-yard line is Anthony Ladd. Kevin Cobb makes the stop.
Well, they caught
earns a first down on a third down play. They're in the I formation again. Ladd wide to the right, Tate to the left. Ladd on the far side, the wide side of the field. They give up the middle to Royal, and he's hit hard at the 12-yard line and will pick up perhaps 1 yard, but no more. Richard Hogan's 18 seconds and counting. Second down, 2nd and a long 9 from the 13-yard line for Cincinnati. I formation, strong side to the right. The ball's on the left hash mark with split wide receivers. The tight end in motion now to the left. Here's the handoff to Royal to the 10, cuts back, a nice move to the 8-yard line.
This run,
Tony Williams and Richard Hogan's team up on the attack here. That he's particularly quick, but he's a smart runner, obviously. Cincinnati now in the pro set, split wide receivers. Again, the ball on the left hash mark. Chad Plummer barks out the call. Back to pass. Lost it for the end zone, and it's incomplete. Double coverage. The ball was intended for Robert Tate, but the Tigers... Cincinnati will line up for another field goal attempt. Number 12, Eric Richards, the senior kicker, CUSA Player of the Week on special teams, in the game to attempt a 26-yarder. Here's the snap. The kick is up. Waiting for the signal, and it is good. Cincinnati goes up 16-12 on Memphis. 11 minutes, 18 seconds to play in the ball game. Let's take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to the University of Memphis Football Network.
Hi, I'm Goose Mungia. You know, this is the time of the year when a lot of people put their golf clubs up for the winter. It's also the time of the year when you can come see the new 97...
See an equal opportunity lender. Normal credit criteria apply.
Welcome back to the Liberty Bowl, everybody. Cincinnati has gone up 16-12 on a 26-yard field goal by Eric Richards. But, Bob, we've seen this team come from behind before. They are capable.
Well, they certainly are, and you referred to the statistic, how many games the Tigers have won when they lead at the half. Now, this is going to be a crucial drive for the Tigers here. They need to get something established on this particular drive.
The true freshman Damian Dodson, deep to receive the kickoff, which is now in the air. High and end over end. Dodson takes it at his own 2. Following the wedge to the 15. Cuts back to the 20 and is stopped at the 23-yard line. Damian Dodson, another nice quarterback. Kenton Evans. Coach Rip Shear has tried to get the young man in the last 2 games and has been unable to. And this one's so close, you wonder if you'll see him tonight. First down from the 23, the Tigers in the I formation. Anderson with the give to the fullback. That's Reeves, a big hole to the 35. Reeves to the 40, and he dives forward to the 45-yard line. Chris Reeves with another big gainer. He's finally stopped by Chris Hewitt deep into the Cincinnati secondary.
Well, the Bearcats, you've got everybody at the line of scrimmage, folks. You get a crack, you're gone.
Chris Reeves, strong running tonight. The Tigers in the I on the right hash mark. The give again to Reeves. To the 50. Reeves spins forward to the 48-yard line. Give that kid the ball.
As long as they're... One thing we may see here is that play action off of that now. The Tigers have had some success with that.
Reeves, 3 carries, 62 yards. I formation again for Kadri Anderson. From the 48, play action fake. Anderson looking, throws it deep, and well overthrown. We have another flag on the play. Chancey Carr was in single coverage, but the defender was all over him, and the flag was thrown. Are they going to pick it up?
Yeah, it's uncatchable.
They're going to say it was uncatchable. You're right, Tommy Bledsoe, our spotter. Unfortunately for the Tigers, otherwise it would have been interference.
Well, I can't agree with that call, because part of the reason it was uncatchable is because the defender was disrupting the route.
When the defense is not good, the pass was uncatchable.
Well, if you interfere with a guy while he's running his route, I guess...
10 minutes, 9 seconds to play in the 4th quarter. The Tiger offense facing an important 3rd down here. 3 wide receivers, 2 line up to the right. T.O. Riley, the single setback. Make that Chris Reeves under pressure. Anderson steps up in the pocket, and he'll be sacked for a loss at the 46.
Well, the Bearcats came with that 46 alignment, and again...
Ending at his own 33-yard line. Deep to receive. Robert Tate at his own 15. There's the snap. The punt is away. It's a wobbler taken at the 24-yard line. A fair catch is called, and the Cincinnati Bearcats will take over 1st and 10.
Again, it's the quick-hitting plays, taking advantage of all those men on the line of scrimmage that the Bearcats are using.
First down for Chad Plummer from his own 24. I formation. The give is to Royal. Royal has running room to the 25. Cuts back again. Squeezes forward for an additional 6 yards to the 31.
Set this play up. This time they come back with pulling the tackle the other way and counter around the other end.
James Scott in the game for Cincinnati now, along with Anthony Ladd lined up wide to the left. I formation for Plummer. The give on the option keeper. It is a keeper. He turns upfield, 1st down, and he dives forward past the 40 to the 42-yard line. Chad Plummer on the option keeper is finally dropped down by number 21, Keith Spann.
Oh, that's going to be an embarrassing moment for one of the Tiger defenders.
Once again, James Scott in the game for Robert Tate. Anthony Ladd lined up wide to the right. Tight end doubles back in motion. Single setback, and the give is to Royal. He's hitting the backfield, but still on his feet. Still stays on his feet and then leaps forward for 3 yards. He would have lost 3 back to the line of scrimmage at the 41.
This guy runs, and it looks like he's just gliding.
Landon Smith, the fullback, back in the game. Cincinnati in the I formation on 2nd down, 2nd and 10 from the 41. Split wide receivers. The ball's on the right hash mark as Plummer barks out the call. The play action fake is an option keeper again. Plummer keeps it, ditches a tackler, and reaches forward for an additional 2 or 3 yards inside the 47-yard line. Able to take control in terms of ball possession up to 28 minutes through the 3rd quarter at least. Pro format split backfield for Cincinnati. Plummer back to pass, throws on the slant, and it's picked off. Intercepted to the 40, to the 30, to the 20-yard line, and knocked out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Intercepted by Keith Spann for the Memphis Tigers.
Oh, what a big play. Outstanding interception. Spann tipped the ball, stayed with it, caught it, and almost made it into the end zone with that. What a huge play.
Great concentration by the senior, 6'1", 210 pounds out of Jackson, Tennessee. Keith Spann gets the ball for the Tigers down to the 11-yard line.
It was a great job by Darrell Royal of saving the touchdown. Tiger offense has got to get some. They don't have a center in the game here.
Chris Reeves running back onto the field. Are we going to call timeout? 7 seconds left on the play clock, and the Tigers
than any other pharmacy. So if your employer or prescription health plan doesn't allow you to enjoy all that Walgreens offers, contact them today. After all, we can't expect to see everyone become a Walgreens customer, but we'd like to see everyone have the opportunity. Walgreens, the pharmacy America trusts.
First down for the Tigers from the 11. The give up the middle to Chris Reeves, and he has nowhere to go. Back to the original
Field aren't necessarily going to work here in the scoring zone.
The ball just outside the 10-yard line. It will be second down and a long 9, 6 minutes, 8 seconds to go in the game. Anderson with the give up the middle to Riley. Riley is hit at the 10 and dives forward for an extra 2 yards to the 8-yard line. Riley taking the initial hit, keeping his feet out. So you'll have Chris Reeves as the single setback. 2 wideouts wide to the left. Damian Dodson, the single wideout to the right. Anderson drops back to pass. Looking. Flushed out of the pocket. He's hit and dropped at the 8-yard line. It looked like there was movement on the offensive line, but I don't see a flag.
No, it looks like they missed it. Now, that time the Bearcats, instead of bringing the heat, bringing the big pressure, they elected to line up in a conventional alignment and leave everyone back in coverage.
The 2 missed point after tries start to take their toll now. 5 minutes to go. Ted Lane comes out onto the field. He's going to line up and attempt a 25-yard field goal from near the right hash mark. Waiting on the snap. It's down. The kick is up, and it is good. The Tigers have cut the Bearcat lead to 1. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to play. Cincinnati leads Memphis 16-15 on homecoming night. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout on the University of Memphis Football Network.
Hey, it's me, the voice of regret. You know, that little voice you hear when you know you're missing out. So what'd you do last?
Make a stop and get the ball back for Memphis.
Well, UC is in a prevent alignment here, an onside kick alignment.
Receive number 2, Robert Tate.
Don't you think it's a little early for an onside kick?
Well, it's an option, but UC is covering all their bases. I would certainly do it too.
The kick is away. It's high, a floater deep, taken at the 6-yard line by Robert Tate. Tate to the 15, and he's tackled at the 13-yard line by Chancey Carr. A terrific play on special teams by the wide receiver.
Well, that's what you've got to have. That's a good way to get it started here.
Retakes the field. Crucial series here. 4 minutes, 34 seconds to play. The Tigers trail by 1 on homecoming night.
I'll tell you, that tackle by Darrell Royal on the span interception, that may have been the game saver for Cincinnati if the Tigers don't pull it off.
Single setback for Plummer. Back to pass. No, he gives up the middle on the draw to Royal, and he's stuck after a gain of perhaps 2 by Marvin Thomas and Richard Hogan.
A good job of swarming the football. Now
5 seconds and counting on the play clock. The Tiger defense. Tim Hart trying to get the crowd riled up for this huge defensive stand. I formation for Cincinnati. Chad Plummer with the give up the middle and stopped once again. Landon Smith is stopped by Tony Williams immediately for a 1-yard gain.
Boy, great job of gang tackling here by the Tiger defense.
And on their feet as the Tiger defense stands up on 3rd down, 3rd and 7 from the 17-yard line. And Cincinnati wants to talk about it. The drama, but this is what's fun about college football. 3 minutes, 11 seconds to play. We'll take a 30-second timeout. A 30-second.
That they'll go with it now. Now, one thing about the counters in this situation, anything with misdirection, you've got the defense all hyped up. These guys are going to be blowing and going. So if you can run something with misdirection, you can get them to over-pursue.
High formation, strong side to the right. 2 wideouts to the right. Plummer back to pass. Rolls out, keeps it. He's hit and dropped. The Tiger defense holds him.
Well, that's the kind of call. That's not a bad call to make from an offensive standpoint. They've had good luck with Plummer keeping the ball, getting him outside, but the Tiger defense this time, the pursuit catches up with him after this one.
Chancey Carr, deep to receive at his own 46-yard line. The punter Stephen Smith at his goal line, and he just gets it away. It's a low liner taken at the 49-yard line, and here goes Carr. Carr to the 50. Carr is stopped dead cold at the 48-yard line. Nearly a block in the back on that play. Let's keep it here.
Minimal. Depends on how far back they spot from the center.
Split wide receivers for Kadri Anderson. Under center now on first down from the 48. Anderson back to pass, rolls out to the left and throws. It is caught and dropped by Damian Dodson. Incomplete. 2 minutes, 21 seconds to play. This is 4-down territory, folks. 2 wideouts to the left. It's Carr and Dodson. Richie Floyd on the short side of the field. Wide out to the right. The option keeper will go nowhere. Anderson is stopped for no gain.
Well, a good defensive call there by the Bearcats. Looks like they had the slant onto that side.
Tiger offense needs to come up with something here to maintain control of the ball and try to get a field goal opportunity for Ted Lane. 2 wideouts to the left. Jeremy Scruggs is the fullback. Under pressure, and Anderson will go down. He's sacked at the 40. The Tigers will need to call timeout here. Tough break for Memphis as Cincinnati comes on with the 38-yard line for a first down. But as you mentioned, Bernard Oden is in the game, and he's lining up as a wide receiver. 3 wideouts to the right. It's Dodson, Bernard Oden, and Richie Floyd to the right. Single setback is Scruggs. Anderson back to pass. Anderson steps up in the pocket. Anderson is going to run with it. Has one man to beat. He's still on his feet to the 50. Anderson to the 40. He's got the first down to the 35-yard line.
Oh, what a play.
Wow.
What a play. I saw him put on the brakes, and I thought he was short of the sticks there for a minute.
Kadri Anderson, first down at the 35. Whoa.
If it's not there, get on your horse and go.
A collective sigh of relief as the Tigers have first down from the 36-yard line. Offset backfield for Kadri Anderson. Anderson with the give up the middle to Scruggs. Scruggs to the 30, to the 25, to the 20. Scruggs is finally knocked out of bounds at the 10-yard line. What a play by Jeremy Scruggs, the true freshman from Christian Brothers.
So again, the quick-hitting play with the counteraction. You catch them all up at the line of scrimmage. Great job of play calling. Great blocking up front.
56 seconds on the clock, and he even got knocked out of bounds. Smart play.
So folks,
Lane got a scholarship. He was awarded a scholarship just this past week. The young man can earn his scholarship if necessary, but the Tigers have it first and goal from the 8. Anderson with a give up the middle to Scruggs. Scruggs battles forward inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. 49 seconds and counting on the clock. It'll bring up second down, second and goal from the 4. The ball is in the middle of the field. The Tigers have a timeout. Look for Riley perhaps up the middle here, right, Bob? Split wide receivers as Anderson looks over the play. Anderson with the quarterback keeper up the middle to the 2-yard line. 11 seconds on the clock, 10 seconds, 9, 8, 7 seconds. And the Tigers call timeout with 5 on the clock, and here comes Teddy Lane.
well, you know what Cincinnati's going to do. They've got a timeout left, so we're liable to see the old ice job here.
And Cincinnati calls timeout to try to ice Ted Lane.
Imagine that.
No surprise there. It looks like, Bob, that they're going to line up at about the 20-yard line.
It looks like
awarded the scholarship. Okay, here we go, folks. Ted Lane will attempt a 19-yard field goal. The ball is lined up in the middle of the field. Waiting on the snap. The snap is down. The kick is up in the air. Is it good?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is. Field goal. Ted Lane, 2 seconds on the clock, and Memphis has reclaimed the lead.
Oh, that's exciting, folks.
Ted Lane has been swarmed at the 20-yard line. 18-16, Memphis with 2 seconds to go.
Oh, you've got to love it. Ted Lane coming back like this after missing an extra point. Certainly redeemed himself out here today. And what a hard-fought ball game, too.
You got to love it, especially since, as I mentioned, the young man just was awarded the scholarship. What a week for Ted Lane. Wow.
Well, now on your kickoff here, you've got to cover your kickoff.
That's the only chance that Cincinnati will have.
Well, we may see shades of the old The old play that, who was that? That was the Bears of California.
Right, they're right where the band came out on the field.
Right, we're liable to see a little of that. A little rugby scrum going here.
Where is the Memphis band?
They're safe.
At this point, we'll take them.
If the Memphis band is a factor, then we win the game because they're in the stands.
Yeah, that particular play has been replayed over and over again. California, and who was it that they were playing? I can't remember. Was it Stanford? Okay, Stanford. What, 10 or 15 years ago? People still talking about it. 2 seconds to go. Jimmy Keith is in the game, and he's lining up, getting ready to kick off. Cincinnati has its speedsters back deep to receive at their 10-yard line. Robert Tate. Chris Hewitt also deep for Cincinnati.
Oh, it's too soon for that song, folks. not till the fat lady sings.
They're singing that...
Goodbye.
Right, that's KC and the Sunshine Band, isn't it? Who was that?
It's called...
Oh, there's the kickoff. It's a squib kick. Oh, there's a fumble. On purpose, correct. It was on purpose. The game is over. The squib kick works. Memphis has won. 18-16, another come-from-behind victory for the Tigers, Bob. This young team keeps getting it done.
Well, I'll tell you, that's one thing Coach Shear has done. He has done a fantastic job with these players, and the character and the heart these guys have. I mean, you couldn't write a better ending for a homecoming game.
What a thriller. The Tigers come from behind to win 18-16. Stay tuned. This is the University of Memphis Football Network.
How long was that?
Making it to the pros means giving them your best. And being a professionally trained auto technician means installing only the best. Like top quality CarQuest batteries, professional technicians know that CarQuest batteries...
Memphis Tiger football has been brought to you by Boatman's Bank with convenient Saturday hours and free checking. Roadshow BMW, home of the ultimate driving machine. Polaroid, nothing works like Polaroid. Kroger, proud sponsor of the Payday Payoff. A.C. Gillis and the Sheriff's Be Drug Free campaign. Dodge, see your friendly Dodge dealer today. Walgreens, the Shoppers Center. Union Planners Bank, the best answer in banking. Cadillac of Memphis on Covington Pike. American Cyanamid and Scepter Herbicide. Control over 30 tough broadleaf weeds in your beans with Scepter. Mapco Express, where everything in the store is guaranteed right every time. CarQuest Auto Parts, you'll find it at CarQuest. Dobbs Ford, Oakley Kazee Ford, Lewis Ford, Midway Ford, and North Point Ford. And Grimes Tire on Lamar and Winchester Tire and Alignment. Stay tuned. Coming up next, it's the post-game show on Kicks 106.
For some, it's the fact that we have more 24-hour locations than any other pharmacy. For others, it's our thousands of satellite-linked locations. Whatever the reason, more Americans depend on Walgreens than any other pharmacy. So if your employer or prescription health plan doesn't allow you to enjoy all that Walgreens offers, contact them today. After all, we can't expect to see everyone become a Walgreens customer, but we'd like to see everyone have the opportunity.